Hey, my name's Tommy Gibbs, and thanks for taking time to watch this video. I hope you will subscribe to my YouTube channel. So hit that button, go ahead and do that, and leave a comment. If I say something that's really stupid or you disagree with me, it's okay. Please leave a comment. So let me give you a little bit of a backstory here on what this video and subsequent videos are going to be about. I want to talk to you about being in the real estate business. I'm in some real estate groups on Facebook, and I'm in some real estate groups on an app called Clubhouse. If you don't know what Clubhouse is, you really need to look it up. And one of the questions that oftentimes comes up is, why do we have so much turnover in the real estate business? And I have the answer to that. And I'm going to give you some of the answers to that here. But the number one reason we have so much turnover, or so many people come into the business and they fail, is because nobody was honest with them in the beginning and really explained to them what they were getting involved in. Now, when I first came into the business and back in 2020, I went with one of the big chain operations, and I went with them because they have a really good training program, and I really liked the way that they did some things. But after a year or so, I left there, and I'm with a really great broker now. But the more of my backstory is I was a new car dealer for over 20 years, and there are so many parallels between the automobile business and the real estate business. And then for the next 20 years or so, I've been in the consultant training, speaking world, and the automobile part of that speaker training type thing. And I teach new car dealers leadership skills and how to make more money with their used car operations. But my point here is that I have a pretty varied background that I can compare the two. Now, please listen to this part closely. Over the years as a new car dealer, I bought and sold some new car dealerships. I have a partner, and he and I got in business, and we took on some pretty tough franchises from time to time. The car business is really, really a hard business. I mean, you work a lot of hours, you grind it out. It's a really hard business. Understand that. But there's no business. That business is not as hard as the real estate business. So I hope that will be your first light bulb. So you're watching this and you're thinking about becoming an agent. Maybe you already are an agent. Maybe you have a relative or close friend who's thinking about becoming an agent, and you're trying to grab some wisdom out here to share with them about the business. Now, the number one problem in the business is there's so much turnover, as I keep talking about. In the real estate business, 85 to 90% of the people that come into the business fade away. They don't make it. There's only a small percentage of people who make it in the real estate business. In the car business, in sales, it's probably a 60% turnover. It's a high turnover, but not as bad as the real estate business. And there's a lot of reasons for that. People come into the real estate business with this vision of making a lot of money. Can you make a lot of money? Yes. But one of the things that helps you become successful, be successful in the beginning in the real estate business, is if you have a family member that's already in the business. Hey, that gives you a real inside scoop. You can take over their block of business. Maybe they're a broker, maybe they're an agent, doesn't really matter, but you kind of have the inside scoop going on, and you can build on something that's kind of handed to you, right? But if you're coming into this business and think you're going to make $150,000, $250,000 a year from Jump Street, that ain't going to happen. As a matter of fact, you need to have someone or yourself have another job that can produce income. So if you have a spouse and they're making money and they can be a help that way, and you can kind of plod along and take your time and learn the business, that's great. But if you don't have that, you're in real trouble in this business. Now, here's the first roadblock that you will run into. You've been told that your sphere of influence is really important in this business. And there's no question about that. Your family, friends, relatives, your social groups, they're really important for your long-term success in this business. But here's the thing. They're not going to give you the business. Yeah, you think they're all your friends go, oh yeah, Sally's now in the real estate business, and I want to buy a house, and I'm going to go to Sally. No, they're not coming to Sally. They aren't. They don't believe in you yet. It's going to take you time for them to believe in you. It's going to take several years of you making sure your friends and relatives and social groups know you're in the business before you gain any business. That's kind of a real shocker in the beginning, because you're thinking my friends and relatives will give me the business. No, they don't trust you. I don't blame them for not trusting me in the beginning. That I didn't really know what I was doing. I mean, I have a pretty high business sense of knowledge and that sort of thing. I mean, I understand how to work with people and blah, blah, blah. But all those people skills that I probably think I have and do have, they don't do me any real good in the beginning. I mean, they always do you good. But the point is, it's not going to be what you think it is. So the first big roadblock you're going to run into is you need to make money, and you need somebody to help support you to make money. Because, by the way, and I'll give you some examples just in a later video, maybe later in this video, I'll give you some examples. You're going to spend a lot of money in this business. Just the initial training you've signed up for, that you're going to go to these classes and then you're going to sit for your exam. All that costs money, and you're not going to make any money for a while. But the big kicker, the big disappointment in the beginning is your friends and relatives don't trust you, and your social sphere of influence ain't going to help you that much in the beginning. So thanks for taking time to watch this video. Look, let me share with you what prompted this. I hear real estate agents and brokers complain all the time that we have too many real estate agents, and the testing process needs to be harder and tougher and more involved, and we need to have a tougher test to kind of weed people out. That's not really the issue. The testing is tough enough because what they teach you in real estate school doesn't really help you sell a lot of real estate. But the real issue is a lot of people come into the business under false pretenses. They really don't know what they're getting into. And my hope is with this series of videos, I can enlighten you and share with you and your friends what the real estate business is all about and where the pitfalls are and the things you need to be aware of before you start investing in your money and time and efforts into the real estate business. I'm Tommy Gibbs. Thanks for taking time to this video. Hey, watch this video right up here. This video, I think I'm pointing in the right direction. Watch this video right here. I'll be adding to this series as we go along. Thanks and have a great day. See you later. Bye.